everyone! Welcome to Finding Your Flow Fascial Maneuvers class with me, Ikue. How you guys doing? July 8th, 2024. It's 4 p.m. PST. Let me know how you guys are feeling and where you guys are tuning from. This is a weekly fascial maneuver class with me and to move your fascia and just move our energy together, and I feel good. How you guys feeling? My name is Ikue. If you're new to the channel, my name sounds like eco-friendly, eco-way. I was born and raised in Japan, so I have a Japanese name, and I'm a fascial maneuvers coach. Hi, Erin. I'm doing this powerful modality for almost 4 years. It has changed me in many ways, and I'm very excited to share this powerful modality with you guys. Hello from England. Love being here. Feeling tight hips today. Konnichiwa. Yes. Hello. Hi everyone. Great to see you guys. So how's your energy today? We just, according to Series Joy, it's an astrology app that Human Garage collaborates with. We just changed to step 17 today, and 1 plus 7, 17. So 1 plus 7 is equal to 8, which means we have a lot of Capricorn decision-making, leadership type of energy. So today is this time right now at this moment is to decide which direction are you taking, which emotions are you using, and all about tapping into that superpower. So if you're feeling that emotions, you're great. From Mexico. Hi Mexico. Gorgeous smile. Thank you. Moshi moshi. Yes, hello. How are you guys feeling? So if you are I'm just gonna type my Instagram. And if you guys like the content, please follow me. I am building that social presence. How's your energy, guys? Anything that you want to work through? And I really bring people in, but I would love to. I should make that as a habit. Yeah. Okay, so if you have any questions, I'm here. USA, yes, I'm on holiday in Mahoruka, usually in UK. Happen to be here. My birthday is July 11th. Oh, happy birthday! Almost, it's a Cancer season. Hello, yes, hello, fellow goddess. Yes, we're all queen energy and king. Yes, feeling low energy, clearing unwanted emotions. Yes, I am learning that all emotions are there for a reason. Anybody watch Inside Out too? Let's open your feet shoulder width, and then let's swing your arms to just start moving our energy. So Inside Out is one of my favorite it's movies from Disney, and at the first one they talk about 5 basic emotions, right? Joy, sadness, fear, disgust, anger. And Inside Out 2, if you haven't watched it, but you will see the promo video, they add new emotions as the main character Riley move into the teenage years, puberty, right? So you have more complicated emotions like anxiety. And then at Human Garage, I learned that anxiety is the same energy as excitement. And it's your body perceptions, it's your narrative that decide if the energy is your excitement or anxiety. So it's all up to us. So anxiety, and then they also add the emotions of envy, jealous about something, and also they add that emotion of burden. So as you go through the teenage years, right, like you're always on the phone, it's like, oh, I don't care about anything. So that's the burden. And the last one was did I miss something? Anxiety. And let me know if I missed something. Anyways, those are the new emotions, and I am learning to embrace all the emotions, because I think what happened, what I recently learned is all the emotions are there for us to navigate through life, and every time we sort of like, block and deny some of the emotion and suppressing them, that's when those energies go in the way of our manifestation. And I think the power is within us to use the emotions and then how to respond them. But also I can use the phrase called writing them, how to write them as you see fit, right? Last one, embarrassment. Yes, thank you. Anxiety and envy, burden and embarrassment, and all emotions are there. And I'm just like at the point where I would love to just use that emotion as an advantage and embrace them all and become whole as a person. And I think that's very important. Okay, let's swing your arms side to side. Let's move our energy and imagine we're moving fascia. Fascia is your matrix, is your container, is your structure, is your spider web all over your body that holds everything inside. It's your water balloon, it's your tubes all around your body. And always responding your thoughts, your feelings. And it's time for our body, it's time for us to listen to our body and do what our body needs. Okay, let's rub our hands. And let's clap our hands. I like to go around my body. And let's also smack our body. Just to waken them up. Whew. And just tell ourselves, I love myself. Thank you, body. I'm here to release all the tension in our body. It's time to let go. Because when you hold on to them, it gets heavy. Okay, let's start with the fascia coffee quickly. Take your right hand and left hand palms out. We're gonna start with your left shoulder. You're gonna touch the skin. And I think I just saw someone on a life reset, starting 3-day reset today. I feel like a cold coming on. Yeah, so when you started to do move your fascia, lots of sensations come up. A little sensation like that is a lightheadedness and tingly and yawning. But also if you move your energy like that in a dynamic way, a lot of sensations and physically, energetically, fascially come up. You may started to feel maybe nauseated. It started to feel like you're getting cold, and that's part of the process. Sometimes, when that happens, we tend to get scared. And it's like, am I getting worse? I want to stop. But just be gentle with yourself, considering how much tension you had to carry. We were all doing our best. We just didn't know how. We are all learning to be our best self. So let's just be kind to yourself. This is my right hip, left hip, upward motion. This is the opposite direction of digestion. And we are all learning how to be kind to yourself, how to be more loving, how to be more, overall as a whole, we're human, we all have emotions. And we are always perceiving our thoughts, and that's our intuition. And we're all learning to trust our judgment, trust our discernment. And in order to do so is to clean our filter, and this is our way of cleaning ourselves. So let's go to the side of our legs, all the way up to the bottom of your rib cage. 1, 2, 3. And let's go to the heels, all the way up. 1, 2, 3. And let's do our chest. And just circle. Thank you, body. I feel very hot. So Human Garage is gaining a lot of followers, which is awesome, but the app tends to get frozen. And so what I do now is 1 hour before the class time, I open the app, let it run, let it upload everything, all the messages, all the videos. And I was doing that, and it kept freezing on me. And actually, I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but my Human Garage platform finally started to work 2 minutes before the live. So I hope you guys can see me. It's not freezing on me. Yeah, things happen for a reason. Okay, let's do the back of your neck and the lower back. Okay, let's go for a walk. Can we do our lower reset today? That sounds like a great idea. I have some good stuff to move her hip. I myself working on the hips. So what I learned was, I learned how to reduce my stress and reduce my inflammation. I hydrate myself, mineralize my body, and move fascial, and I do fascial maneuvers. Now I am finding myself. I can clearly see my patterns in my body and clearly seeing the patterns in my thought. And those patterns got me where I am. And it's time for me to break the pattern. In order to break the pattern is to respond differently. How can I respond differently? Just embrace. First of all, acknowledge the part, right? Acknowledge the pattern that we all have, unlovable part of ourselves. We thought unlovable, but that power is to really start embracing that part of ourselves. It's like, this is also me. I can be judgmental sometimes. I can be so hard on myself, but this is also me. I'm just gonna embrace that part of myself. It's all part of the problem, part of the healing. We can see you. Thank you. So good. My hips have been tight. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So what we're gonna do is actually, before we go into hips, I'd like to work on the knee. This is something that really helping me. How you can work with fascia. Use your hands like a Spider-Man hands. There's a suction cup. Think of octopus. It's like there's a connection that you built. Hi fascia. Can I touch you? And then you can touch. And now let's dance together. So you can connect fascia in an like there's a tingly sensation when you touch it. You can also really pay attention to the fascia. You started to feel the pulsing sensation. That's when you know you can connect with the fascia. And as you pin the fascia, when you start to manipulate them, you started to feel the gliding sensation inside of your body, and that's what we were looking for. Now let's open your feet. What we're gonna do is start from a knee torque. Now before you do your knee torque, I want you guys to place your hands on in front of above your kneecap, and then just press down the skin, and feel free to give yourself a little rotation of your skin, so you can rotate outside, rotate in. There's no right or wrong. As you do that, think of like when you in all four doing the crazy cat exercise in yoga. I want you guys to move your hips, like you tuck your tailbone under, maybe a little bit of sexy time, and arch your back and rotate your hips in figure eight. Just drop your shoulders. Feeling that spinal pivot lock, what that means is squeeze your belly button into your spine, finding your core, finding your center. So engaging your center, and let's start moving your water, which is your fascia, around your hip. And as I'm using this, I'm putting my skin down away from my body. Now from here, let's place our hands on the kneecap, and then we're gonna rotate. Think of like with a firm grip, you're just gonna grab it and twist it like this. So your elbows go out like that. So let's try. So let's go in, and same thing, play with that idea of finding, your center. Once you know your solid foundation, you get to explore. So let's move your hips side to side as we doing some knee torque. As we rotating our fascia on your knees, you notice that your lower back start to loosen up. If you don't feel it, that's okay. Just keep moving. Maybe explore where you place your weight. If these are your foot, you can maybe go outside, inside, maybe more towards the toe or back, or play around it. Just shift your weight. Go side. And turn your head right and left, and I want us to do some 6 breaths together. So breathe through the mouth and through the nose together. Purse your lips, breathe in. 2, 3, through your nose. 2, 3. Now let's do 6 more breaths. Another tip I found that is so useful, and stretching one knee like this. This kind of idea as you torque in your knees. So let's do that, and we'll do 6 breaths. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3, through your nose. 2, 3. Keep moving around. If you can go squat. You torque in the knees. Go for it. Keep your heels down as much as you can. Move around. 6 more breaths. Breathing. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Very good. Slowly, slowly, slowly come up. When I come up, especially when I'm feeling a lot of tightness, I like to come up with some figure 8 motion. So I would like kind of like go around side to side and slowly come up. Okay, let's move your wrists in figure 8. Let that integrate. And as you integrate, let's walk very slow. Oh, let's go. I can see. Let's go really, really slow. Slow moving, slow moving. You know, when we are in fight or flight, when you are stressed, we don't really enjoy the moment. You're not in a prison anymore. That's when you're like autopilot. You're just walking. But if you really take your time, be mindful, create some time for yourself, and just walking. Walking is the reason why we walk in between fascial maneuvers, because this is the basic movement. This is how our body knows how to change to new, how to adapt to new changes. We are fluid adapted biological supercomputer, and that is our fascia. It's meant to be fluid and adapted and moving. Think of octopus. We are octopus. Fascia is octopus. It's pure fascia. Move around. Muscles do not get tight. Fascia around the muscles get restricted and restrict the movement. And fascia has emotions, right? Our cells are always listening to us. Muscles do not have emotions, but fascia does, always listening to our thought. It's time for us to love our body and show more compassion and forgiveness. It's all good. Tell yourself it's okay, it's okay. We are working and we're loving ourselves more through this process. Okay, let's try this. So let's stretch. Let's find a hip flexor. Just above that, you're gonna use your fingers and pull the skin upwards. Drop your shoulders. Let's step with your left foot. And keep your right heel down. And slightly you can push your hips forward and start moving around in any way you like. Keep finding that sticky spot. There's no right or wrong. Explore. For me, the outside meridian tends to get tight, and this is something that I'm working on. One day I realized that I was going through some really stressful time, and I think what happened was I was growing so fast and I forgot to take care of myself. And I was taking care of my body and I keep hydrating myself, but what happened was emotions were so strong and intense. And so when you're feeling like you are in a big washing machine being rinsed and washed and evolving so fast, it's super important to just sit with yourself and do some moving meditation, which is fascial maneuvers. Yeah, could we do chest press fascial maneuver to release the in front of our chest areas, please? Yeah, okay. Let's do from here, let's move around. And let's turn your body to the left and turn your head to the right. We're gonna do 6 breaths again. Breathe through your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Now in this position, keep this left hand on the hip flexor. Take this right hand, go in the back, opposite side, and keep finding a little torque. You can do a little bit of counterclockwise, it doesn't matter which way, but try to twist and connect and find some good sticky spot. Think of like pulling your pants then out, so opening up this whole thing. You can even grab your butt and move around. If your fascia allows you to move, add some dynamic moves and cross legs and squat and all that stuff. It's all about bringing back some flow, moving the water, identifying some tightness, stagnant side of our body, but choose to flow. Whew. Okay. Feeling, okay, now I feel loosened on here and I felt like the pressure builds up right here. Pressure moves around. How did that go? Okay, let's try the other side. So we're gonna find the hip flexor on the left side and pull the skin upwards and step with your right foot. Keep your left heel down and slightly push your hips forward. And start moving in anywhere you like. Let your body guide you. I suggest you keep your heels down so you really get that. You're also stretching Achilles. But also be creative and keep finding that angle that is tight and sticky. Torquing the skin, Move around. We're all learning to love ourselves. I'll say this one more time. We're all learning to be patient with yourself. Thank you, body, for holding all this tension. I choose to let go. Okay, let's twist the body towards the right and turn your head to the left. We're gonna do 6 breaths. Breathe through your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Move around. Okay, now keep your right hands on the hip flexor and let's go in the back. So you can either twerk. There's no right or wrong where you attach your body. You can even grab, my favorite is actually grabbing my butt, creating more space. So what happens when we pin or lock our fascia? You are temporarily building more pressure around the area that has more pressure and inflammation. And that way you can bring more pressure change inside of our body, and that's exactly what we are aiming for. That more change you have in your body, the more change you can bring. Okay, let's move. Shake your hands. Okay, let's go for a walk. Okay, let's do some dynamic movement. But I think before that, I think it's good to do, let's do swingers into some of the really slow movement. It really helps you not only releasing the lower back. If you do any maneuvers with more intention and a slow movement, you can get the most out of it. Instead of like, okay, let's just do this. Okay, so let's open your feet shoulder width and take your right hand. We're gonna start with athletic stance. So let's place your hands over your kneecap and straight back. Or before you find in a straight back, you need to know how to arch your back and how to tuck your tailbone under so you can find the neutral position. And once you find it, thank you for doing these lives. Yes, very welcome. Hi, Haruka. Okay, so open your feet. Take your right hand, place it on your left shoulder. We're gonna introduce our left hand into our fascia on the skin. Hey lovely, would you please post this live? I have so much pain in my neck. Okay, let's get that by moving your shoulders and hips and and as a result, you are moving all that. So let's from here find that skin, pull the skin towards the right elbow. From here, spinal pivot lock in. I want you guys to stabilize your hip and slowly move your shoulders to your left like you're swinging something. Turn your head to the right. And let's keep swinging that shoulder to your left as much as you can. Let's bend your knees. Keep finding that sticky spot. And if you can go deeper and deeper, go ahead. Now breathe through your mouth. 2, 3, through your nose. 2, 3. Now shift your weight to your right foot and cross your left foot under your right foot. And let's see if we can rotate your shoulders more to your left. Go deeper, keep finding the sticky spot. Feel free to explore the angles. Breathe through your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Slowly come up. I normally go into elbow torque, but I'm changing things up. Let's go back to athletic stand after do a little figure 8 dance. Okay, athletic stand is this. Find your neutral spine position. From here, take your left hand, place it on your right shoulder. Take your right hand and gently grab, pin, lock the fascia, and move the skin over to your left elbow. Cup your elbow. Now rotate, drop your shoulders, find your center, and rotate your shoulders to your right. Let's see how much you can swing. Turn your head to the left and slowly bend your knees. Let's move very slow so you can really feel the sensation of gliding inside. Now breathe through your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Now shift your weight to your right foot and cross your shift your weight to your left foot and cross your right foot behind your left foot. Keep swinging the shoulders to your right. And let's go deeper. Breathe through your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Gently come up. Keep swinging your body like figure 8. So you can keep remind yourself to flow. Okay, shake it out. Okay, going to pull over, and I'm going to elbow torque. Moving all that. So as we moving our upper body, keeping in mind that this is how I work with fascia. When I have a tightness here, I specifically try to bend my body into that sticky spot, temporarily create a higher pressure onto this area, telling myself I am safe and protected, and move that energy. So let's see that. You know, fascia stores tension and trauma, and it has the tension, and you twist it anyways, telling their body you are safe and protected, nothing wrong with you, let's move together, let's dance. And there comes a point where fascia goes like this. That's when you know you release that fascia. So let's feel that. Open your feet shoulder width. Take your right hand and go into the back of your left shoulder. Let's pin the fascia. Find a meaty area, skin. Pin it between your shoulder blades and shoulder. Pin it, bring the skin forward. Take your left hand and grab that right side of your rib cage. Hug yourself very, very nicely. Drop your shoulders. Turn your head to the left. Lift your left shoulder up. Bend your knees. Now lift your left shoulder up. Don't do anything on your right shoulder. We're gonna move very slow. Fold your body towards your right knee. Feel that gliding sensation of fascia moving up from the butt to your shoulders, and slowly move. Keep finding your spinal fiber lock. Let's see how you can make yourself small towards your right knee. Sit on your right knee. Let's do breathing. 2, 3. 3 nose. 2, 3. Let's do a little bit of figure 8 in this moment. Move side to side. Play with the angle, keep finding the sticky spot. Let's see if we can bring more change. Thank you, body. I love you. I will never abandon you. I will never leave your side. I decided to take care of you. I have more patience for my body. I have more patience for my body and more compassion. Thank you for teaching me how to be more kind to myself. Okay, shake it up. Okay. I feel a lot lighter. Yes, this looks like a Upper East Side. Oh yeah, I'm in Vancouver, Canada. Okay, let's try the other side. Open your feet shoulder width. Take your left hand, and this time I'm going to go to the back of your shoulder on the right side. And between your shoulder blades and your shoulder, you're going to pin the fascia, bring the skin forward. Now take your right hand and touch the side of your ribcage and hug yourself really tight. Hug yourself like you're showing some self-love. I like to call fascial maneuvers being self-love, slow dance. You're dancing yourself. It's like I love myself. Sorry for the time that I ignored you. I would never do that to you all. Take my time. Be more mindful with my actions. Be more mindful with my response. And I'm here to become the best version of ourselves. Okay, let's turn your head to the right. Lift your right shoulder up. Bend your knees. Now lift your right shoulder up more. Keep looking to the right. Slowly fold your body towards your left knee. Let's move very slow. Enjoy this slow movement. Let's work on that art of moving slow. You can notice so many things when you move slow. Fascia like to move slow. So we're just gonna move really fast. Move slow. Let's find a good sticky spot. Let's breathe together, breathe in. 2, 3. 3 nose. 2, 3. I notice my left leg is a bit tighter than the right leg. I'm going to sit on my left hip more, and I go deeper and deeper. And if you feel like you can go figure 8, but you can really sit with that tension, sit with the emotions. You don't have to face the emotions. It's more like how you ride them. That's what I tell myself. I don't need to face my fear. So one of the phrases I stuck with me when I watched Inside Out 2, it was that moment main character Joy said, you don't have to face the fears, you just have to ride them. And I think that's the truth. It's about how you respond to the fear and how you ride them. Are you gonna ride them with more joy, or are you gonna ride them with more sorrow? And we all have a choice. We're all creating life on a drawing board, right? Can you please leave the life on your highlights to watch on demand? Yes, sounds good. Yeah, so after this class, this will be recorded, so you can check the recording. And if you have any question, please request live. And I think it's easier if you want to be on the live and ask questions. Ask questions and then request a live so I can bring you on screen. Okay, let's move again. Now I feel a little tension on my tummy. How you guys feeling? Is I definitely feel more lighter. Let's go back to the hip after we do our elbow torque. We'll do it a little bit differently. Take your right hand, place it on your left shoulder. You're gonna find the skin on your right elbow. Give yourself a little twist. And we're gonna find a direction that is tight. Once you find a tighter spot, you're gonna bring your arms up. Okay, let's start leaning towards the left. Keep finding that. So let's turn your head to the right and let's move very slow. Adding some twist. Feel free to cross your legs if you like. There's no right or wrong, but more twist you have, the more bigger change you can bring. Now we're gonna add some variations. You're gonna take this right thumb, you're gonna hook it just below your clavicle and I go like this and bring your arms up. You're relaxing your shoulders and bring as much as you can. Oh, let's move around. When you find some good sticky spot, I'm just right here in this moment. I feel the connection of my neck and my butt. It's all connected. Neck is where hips are connected. It's everything. You know, you can all study anatomy, but the best way to learn about your own body is to play with it and feel that connection. It's all about the sensation that tells you about what's going on in your body. And relax. I'm also feeling, you know, there's no right or wrong way to do this, but as I hook, I'm using my palm kind of like underneath the neck. So I'm like pin it and I'm also twerking right here. So let's feel that. Let's try the other side. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. Take your left hand and place it on your shoulder. And let's twist the skin on your left elbow. Find the direction. Once you find it, you're going to bring your arms up. And lean over to your right, look to your left. And start moving around anywhere you like. And move very slow. Let's really work on the art of moving slow. My partner likes to preach me about the art of doing nothing. His favorite place is on the bedroom. And so I'm gonna use the phrase, we're working on the art of moving slow. And it's amazing, feel my head going to slide off. Yeah, that's amazing. Think of fascia being the melted butter. We're all here to melt. And if you're living in the North Hemisphere, happy summer. This is a moment when the temperature is high. It's time for us to move our body, right? Go out to the nature. Okay, now let's keep twisting this left elbow. You're gonna use your left thumb and you're gonna hook just below the clavicle. Just try your best. If it's here, the maximum, it's okay. Just go here, and as I said in the last time, I'm using my palm to kind of add more extra torque. So let's go, try and move around. There's no right or wrong. Keep finding that spot and breathe. Let's do 6 breaths, breathing. 2, 3, through your nose. 2, 3. Woo! Let's go for a walk. My neck got released. Feel a little lighter. Okay, let's do a belly button twerk. So this one is kind of weird. If you have a stomach ache, Next time, try this. I'm feeling a little bit of tension on my belly. I think it's also having some Women's Day. That's also that. If you have PMS, if you're on a period, or hip pain, stomach pain, go to maneuvers or bladder reset. So as bladder reset is basically just above the pubic bone, you open up your bladder, and so a stretch, the one we did in the earlier beginning of the class, and then belly button twerk, and those are the really good ones. So belly button twerk, take your hands, hot and hot, yeah, that's good. Feeling hot, I'm actually sweating. You're gonna place your one finger or two finger inside of your belly button. You're gonna twerk the skin towards your right side counterclockwise, so the opposite direction of your digestion. You can also use this left hand to facilitate that twist, or you can choose to go the opposite side and you can counter rotate. So because your right hand twerking the skin towards the right shoulder, your left hand go the other way, or vice versa. Just find some sticky spot. Let's start moving in anywhere you like. Keep bringing some pressure change so that you can move your water inside. Let's do 6 breaths. Breathe in. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Ooh. Okay, let's go for a walk. How you guys feeling? I felt a little release here. Okay, let's work on kidneys. Okay, let's see if we can bring someone on the live. If not, that's okay. Okay, kidneys. Kidneys are places that can give you lots of energy. So let's if you are uninspired, you don't have a lot of energy, it's good to work on your kidneys. So let's try. Take your left hand and place it in the back. The reason why we do this in the organ reset is that all the chakras go here, and all the nerves go through here, and our organs store particular emotions. And working so hard, maybe your day is, you're feeling a lot of anger, and of course your liver is overworking. And by touching the area, loving ourselves and giving some attention, you can utilize the energy, all the chakras and the organs. So that's what we're doing. But let's work on the kidney. So take your right hand and grab the rib cage on the side. And once you grab the rib cage, pull the skin down and lean towards your left and look to the right. Feeling the rib cage expand and contract, we're gonna open up our kidneys. Breathe through your mouth. That's a sharp 3 breath in the mouth to activate the kidney. Now let's do 6 breaths. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. I can breathe better on my right side. I feel calmer in my thoughts. Okay, let's try the other side. Okay. I did the belly button twerk with someone doing my back. It was so powerful. Yeah, who knows, right? Like this twerking. It's like when you twerk, how you can twerk is like pressure into the skin and give yourself a little twerk. Hi, Courtney. So you just like a twist. Think of like screwdriver. It go like this, boom. So let's take your right hand in the back. Take your left hand and grab the rib cage. Pull the skin down and lean over to your right and look to the left. We're gonna do sharp 3 breaths from the mouth. Now breathe through your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. shake it off. 444. Let's swing your arms. Okay, how are you guys feeling? I would like to do some lower reset, but when I sit down, I don't think you guys can really see it. So pretend that I'm sitting down. Feel free to do this on the chair, on the floor, or standing up if you want to challenge yourself. That's what I'm going to do. So let's have, you can sit on the floor or on the chair. You're going to grab the skin above your ankle. And think of snake bite. If you grew up doing snake bite and do some prank on your friend, now you know that it's super good for your fascia. It's actually, you were doing some favor to your friend. Now, you're gonna snake bite, pull the skin towards you, and you're gonna start moving your foot in every direction. So your foot is away from your body. And drop your shoulders, engage your spinal pivot lock. This is actually really hard. Reminds me of a yoga pose. Feel free to bend your knees if you're doing this standing up. Feel free to do this on a chair. You don't have to work so hard, but feel free to play around the angles. Keep twisting, keep moving the fascia. Everywhere, everything in your body should be moving. So move around, explore some angles. Okay. Now let's work on the shin and the calf. And keep twisting, moving that around. Bringing more pressure change so that I can move more water. Wow, look at my balance. It's not easy, but I feel good. Okay. And if you want to work on the back of your knees, go ahead. And when you're doing standing up, feel free to add some contrast. Maybe bend your knees and move your hips, right? Ooh. And hamstrings. Hamstrings, you can do a lot of things. You can interlock your hands and pull the skin towards you and move around. You can bend, you can move around. Ooh. Hi, Elia. How are you guys? Okay, let's go for a walk. I feel a lot lighter on my right leg. Okay, once you're ready, let's walk on the left leg. Same thing, feel free to do this on a chair, on the floor. I'm just gonna do this standing up to challenge myself. Also, it's better because you can see me better. So snake bite the skin on above your ankle, grab it, twist, pull the skin towards you, and start moving your foot in any direction that feels good. Whew. As I'm working, I'm engaging my core, finding some sticky spot, move it around. You're looking younger. Oh, thank you. That's a great compliment. Thank you so much. You know, I think it's everything comes down to our belief system, right? As I'm unwinding our fascia and I'm unwinding the belief system, I'm asking myself what I'm thinking is true, you know? And aging is not what we think, what I thought would be. It's exactly just compression of fascia. You know, what happens to our body is a calcification. When the fascia gets tight, it starts to get calcified. And then we have more calcium than silica inside our body. So as we fix your hydration, having more silica inside of our body, and move the fascia. And fascia gets tight with our chemicals and emotions. So those are the things that you should work through, right? So move our fascia, bring back our flow. We're meant to move our body, and emotions are consistently try to make us tight. Because what happens to our body, what happens to us is that, you know, we have demonized some of our emotions and natural human emotions in our body. Instead of letting them flow, we hold them, right? And that's become stagnant, and we judge ourselves from holding those anger, fear, resentment. So what I'm learning, what I'm practicing is acknowledging and welcome those emotions. Tell that emotion that you have space for me. You have space in my body, you know, you have a space in my body. I welcome these emotions. I stop resisting it. And because every time I resist my feeling, what happens is I think I'm blocking my intuition, because how I'm feeling is valid, right? If I meet somebody, I don't feel that good energy, and I think that's the truth, you know. My intuition is telling me something, and here comes like, oh, I should be loving to everybody, I should be polite to everybody. That's when I kind of block the intuition. So what I'm working on is, as I'm working on this fascia, hydrating myself, and when that emotions and feeling comes up, I fully, wholeheartedly accept how I feel, acknowledge them, and thank them, you know? And it's okay for me to allow myself to feel frustrated, allow myself to be angry, you know, and without judgment, because feeling is good, but when you are resisting it or when you're judging those negative emotions, that's when the fascia started to work in a very different way, right? So, hi Daniela. So we are all learning to navigate those emotions, use them as an advantage rather than, you know, making them like traumatize our body. Does that make sense? Pull the skin up. And at the end of it, no one's broken. We just need to shift our thinking and narrative, and so that we can stop hurting ourselves. Everything is available to us. It's time for us to listen. Okay, this is another good one. Pulling the skin forward and moving it around. Okay, let's go for a walk. There's so many things you can do. Yeah. I stretch everywhere, and it's my habit. But I think it's very important to stretch your body and work on the art of moving slow, right? Because fascia like to move slow. Okay. So I did some deep fascia maneuver work in my own class yesterday, and I definitely feel some areas that is tight. It's so funny. And what I notice in my body is fascia. So what I learned is fascia, so muscles do not get tight, and fascia around the muscle get tight and restrict, and you feel tight, right, as a result. But when I feel sore, that's where the tightness of my fascia is. So I can spot that where the tightness in my body. And right now I'm definitely feeling here. Feeling sore is not a bad thing, right? When that, you know, let's try this. When you grab the skin, pin the fascia, grab the skin down, give yourself a little twist and start moving your hands in every direction. You feel some burning sensation, right? And that is fascia opening up. So same thing, this happened in any area of your body. So you can try this. This is my rib cage, underneath my rib cage. I can interlock my hands and keep moving that fascia upwards and keep finding some good sticky spot. Keep twerking, keep moving, creating more space around my hip, moving it around. And as I do that, adding some twists, adding some contrast. So I'm turning my head right and left, but I'm also fully aware where the tightness is. But I'm not, you know, sometimes I used to get really patient in the area, but I'm really learning to be compassionate and patient with the tension. It's like, let's move together. Thank you for being here, you know? It's all about allowing ourselves to open. Thank you for protecting me. I just didn't know how, and probably deny some of the negative emotions like anger and resentment. If the situations allow me to feel that emotion, I resisted them and tried to shift that into good emotions, but I couldn't. But I'm learning that those emotions are so valuable for me because it's teaching me the boundaries that I need to create in order for me to live the life that I came here for. So I'm learning to embrace all emotions through this process, releasing the fascia. So emotion comes, you feel the emotion, experience them. I don't need to hold on to them, but I'm appreciating them, telling them that you have space for my body to hold you. But I have a choice. I can ride them instead of holding them. Yes. I imagined myself with you all yesterday as I did at the home. I'm on the Fascial detoxing. Beautiful truth. Thank you so much. Yeah. I tell myself to love myself every day. And when I do fascia maneuvers, I keep adding that affirmations because at the end of it, patterns exist. It doesn't matter what you eat and what you do, pattern exists. And you're gonna only find the patterns again. You're gonna go back to the same pattern. You're realizing that you probably had this pattern since at birth or from the past life. And then maybe that pattern, like I can see it in people. Maybe I cannot see it so much myself, but I'm looking at some friends and like, okay, it looks like they were going really chaotic, but this pattern already existed in their teenage years and maybe when they were young. And it's just that patterns stay there. So keep attracting that things that align with the patterns and keep creating that trauma around it. Maybe the core issue was very small, but because it's creating more issues and making it bigger than what it was. So now the pattern is so big to the point that this person cannot function anymore. It needs a medication. But core issue of it, unwind the fascia, core issue of it, you will notice the pattern. Oh, I did not know how to accept myself. Right? All that stuff. So let's try the other side. Interlock your hands, and I'm just doing the same thing underneath my rib cage. I'm just gonna go like that and moving that rib cage and keep finding that spot. It's been worthwhile being here. Thank you, lovely Ikue. But nearly 2 a.m. and my horka and my sleeve dress as tea. Yes, thank you. I feel loose, like jelly, fabulous. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're almost done. It's very important to work on that pattern that got you there because pattern will stay. It will come back. Oh, I see. When I lie on the block on my belly, I get strong burning sensation. It's the fascia stretching. Yeah, definitely the fascia stretching. I read someone on the Human Garage app that she's very new to Life Reset, and she was twisting and moving the fascia. I think she was doing the psoas stretch, and she said, oh, I realized that I created a scar, and maybe she forced it too much. First of all, maybe she needs to listen to her body, but it's very important to hydrate yourself as we move fascia. This burning sensation comes from the compression of fascia, and so that's why you need to bring back the flow. That's why hydrate your fascia with silica, minerals, and vitamins. But at the same time, I've been hydrating myself quite some time and I still feel the tightness because even though there's a flow in my body, but there's a blockages and then water won't go there. There's no much flow. So for me, because I hydrating myself and I'm moving my fascia, it's kind of like, there's a rock and the water wants to go there on the mountain. And I'm just removing the rock. And then rocks are so heavy to the point I just need to torque a little bit. It's not about forcing, try to move the rock. It's more like, okay, if I can't push it, let's pulling them, or maybe why don't I twist them, that kind of thing. So moving that and considering how intricate our fascia is, how complex. Also think about 10 layers of fascia. You can literally feel which side of the layers you're working. Some layers are moving, some layers are sticky. You'll find out, you'll feel that inside your body. And visualize we have 10 layers of fascia wraps around the spine, each layer connected to each organ. Each organ stores particular emotion. So think about, okay, is this fear? Is this resentment? But at the end of it, you don't even have to identify your emotion. You just choose to let go. But even though you let go, pattern stays. So it's very important to react differently when things happen, when the cycle comes back again. I will do it differently. I will make a different decision, filtering out the emotions that I'm going to be mindful, filtering out the emotions that I don't have to worry about anymore. So it's about understanding who you are and, you know, just letting go of the patterns that don't serve you anymore, whether that's your body pattern, your narrative, your fascia, perceptions, how you see the world. Stop playing victims. And every time you feel someone try to control you or try to do something, you know, I think at the end of it, we need to all trust ourselves rather than not anybody else, you know what I mean? Because I think if you trust yourselves and everything is meant to fall into place, but when you depend on somebody for their healing or depending on someone for your own project, that's when we create a lot of resentment, right? We can't forget the power of collaboration and co-creation. We are all creating at the same time, and those individual self-sufficient people collaborate together. That's when magic happens. So it's very important that you know who you are, you take care of your emotions, and you trust your intuition and trust yourself, right? Yes, it is our subconscious, and then we're creating our life and experiences and through our beliefs, which are held and stored in the fascia. Yeah, our unprocessed emotion and trauma, ancestral included. Yes, Courtney, that's right. Yeah. So when you started to dig the rabbit hole, it's really, really deep. And you realize that some of the patterns you have is like not even what you think about, right, daily. It's just like really in the subconscious. Like, why do I so program to be so polite? For example, that's me. And or why am I so programmed to act a certain way? Or sometimes like I finding myself feeling miserable about things, and like, why do I have to feel this way? Where did I come from? You know? So asking that question to yourself is super important. Cheek throbbing, what does this relate to? So maybe fascia is reacting. So let's do a quick jaw release. Because we moved our energy in our hips and shoulders, and now maybe the tension builds up on the jaw if you clench your jaw. So let's use 3 fingers and go into TMJ area. Give yourself a little massage. Give yourself, and stop moving. Thanks again, Ikue. Your class is always a joy. Thank you so much for coming here. It's the rabbit hole of all rabbit holes. Yeah, I love that phrase. It's a rabbit hole of all rabbit holes. Yes, we're all digging deeper. You know, once you dig, you can't come back. You can't go back anymore. So, you know, it's the only way is to move forward. When are you doing your face class? Yes, so face class is happening sometime in July. That's what we're working for. And we're just getting that information on our websites. Trust me when I say this. Finally, it's moving. So it's going to be really fun. We're gonna announce it once it's ready. I'm teaching this online fascial facelift class called Fascial Face Glow. And I'm very excited to share this moving fascia on their face, and super powerful. Let's twist the skins on the TMJ area. Right side forward and left side backwards. And stop moving in any way you like. Keep finding that tight spot. Jaw connected to our hips, your toes, and our ankles. Everything in work as one. keep moving, keep breaking the pattern, break it to break through, right? We gotta practice. And you don't have to face your emotions. Just don't suppress them. Acknowledge them. Tell them you're safe. Tell them your emotions are safe. And I will never leave them, abandon them, because all emotions are valid. And help us connect to our intuition. Whatever you're feeling, it's good, right? You don't want to be in the way of perceiving intuition. So we need to start paying attention to how we feel, the sensation of our body, feeling the emotions in our body, connect with our body more than ever, because you could be so high up in your consciousness and all that higher chakras, but we are human beings. We have 3D body, but that is so smart, and working together try to make us survive. Moving. Let's do 6 breaths together. Breathing. 2, 3. Through nose. 2, 3. How you guys feeling? Okay, this is the end of the fascia maneuver class. My name is Ikue. I hope you guys feeling better. Thank you for showing up, leading others consistently after doing the work yourself, of course. Courtney, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for your comment. I'm a fascia maneuvers coach, Ikue dancer. My name is Ikue. The reason why I put dancer, because I'm a dancer. I love moving. So I love teaching people how to move freely. But I'm stepping up. Like, I'm creating program, and I am, teaching people how to move freely, but also, guiding people to transform their life, not just moving. Right? And dance our life, dance our emotions. We are acknowledging all parts of ourselves without judging them, without condemning them. We're all learning to be the whole. There's light and shadow side of ourselves, but shadow side is the side that we do not know how to love. So we're just creating more coping. We have more tools. It's okay to have that side of you. It's still beautiful. I still love myself regardless. We're all learning that. Yeah, thank you so much. So see you in August. Yeah, if you're in Vancouver area, the Human Garage core team is coming to Vancouver. Also, they are right now in Colombia. We can hardly keep up with them, but they are going to Vancouver, Toronto, and I think Los Angeles. So lots of things happening. Do you know where I find fascia into supplement info for Spanish speaking person? If you message Human Garage, there's some fascia maneuvers that Aisha made. She speaks Spanish, so there's fascia maneuvers in Spanish and organ reset, but not everything. But we have some Spanish speaker fascia maneuvers coach, so you can definitely reach out to them, and so can teach them in their language. And if you have anyone who speaks Japanese, I'm here. So we're creating this army of leaders and collaborators and team players who are speaking different languages, so we can really help. But definitely the English is our main language, not even my mother tongue, but that's the language we use, so we can reach out to many people. But thank you guys for being here. This class is every Monday at 4 p.m. PST, and I am here to move my fascia together. And I love talking, and then I believe in the fascia maneuvers being self-love, moving meditation, and it's a time for us to come back to our body and know where we belong, because when we love ourselves, when we know who we are, finding some solid ground and solid foundation, we can meet everyone from that place. So let's continue to love ourselves, and so let's hope to see you guys soon, and please follow me, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. See you.